I forgot I muted. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I had an incident with my daughter, and now my cat is trying to attack me. Um, but hi. How is everybody? It's a beautiful day in Oregon today. We actually have sun peeking out, which is nice. Not say the same thing I said a minute ago. Stop it. Anyway, I will stop moving my camera as much as I was. I am doing good. How are you? I figured everything's crazy in the world. Well, just come and chat. See how everybody's doing too. I swear, Kathy, you're always in my lives. It's like you automatically know I'm here. It's good to see you too. Yeah, with all the politics going on in the world and ex-Scientologists going crazy, it's not like we're gonna lose anything not to talk about, right? This is little bit. It's my little bit. She is literally 4 months old and looks like she's like 2 months old, and she'll never get any bigger. Aw, thanks, Kathy. I don't know if I could work and watch at the same time. I don't think I'm that talented, but that takes talent. Multitasking, a woman's prerogative. Hi, Judy. Hi, Judy. Yeah, I haven't been live. I went live yesterday on my other phone with just internet. I am going to be quitting smoking. Thanks. It takes a minute. I can't vape, and I can't take any of the patches or lozenges. They make me sick. So I have to do it cold turkey, and I'm just gonna quit. But anyways, I smoke now. Um, what's up? How's the Netherlands, Judy? Oh no, it's fine. I needed to say something, and I went live, and then my internet went all crazy. Thanks, Chi. Um, I you know I always tell myself, and I need to stop telling myself this. Okay, I have 24 years clean off of Coke, um, and I don't drink very much caffeine. I have a cup of coffee a day, and then normally I'm drinking green tea. No, there's hardly any caffeine in that. And I drink a lot of water because of my kidneys. But anyways, I need to have surgery, so I need to quit smoking so I can have surgery. Well, we call weed medicine around here because it's medicine. I can't actually smoke flower. It gives me an anxiety attack. But I could do concentrates. Did you ever get your gift from Griselda from me? If not, you need to ask. I couldn't see you, so because of your eye and stuff, so I gave it to Griselda to give to you. That would be great, Judy. We should. We would be our own support system. And I'm up late at night. When you guys have your day, I'm awake. I know that because Kirby will go live before she goes to bed sometimes, and then she'll go live when she wakes up, so I know that I'm awake. I'm usually awake when y'all are awake. You three. Oh, we're all, yeah, well, hey, we'll start a quit smoking support group. It's a non-smoking party. Yeah. If anybody needs to stop smoking, my email is on my page, my bio. So message me, email me, and then we could probably, yeah, we could have a great freaking quit smoking party. She's probably working. Hi, what are you doing? Teddy, you gonna go eat? Okay, bye. Yeah, this is my one bad vice. I tried vaping, but my lungs can't handle it. It's the whatever they use, like, some people use I want to say gelatin, but it's not gelatin. It's an oil. And then some people use a different oil, and it's the oil that affects my lungs. Or the water. But anyways, yeah, I need to have a surgery, and so I gotta quit smoking for what they say, 4 months before I can have the surgery. And it's really weird. When I go into the hospital, and you can't smoke in hospitals, I'm fine. It's just I need to stop coming out and smoking a cigarette the first thing I do. Yeah, me too, Helly. Me too. It means that we can't handle the shit in our lungs. Whatever their base is, not the nicotine, the base. My doctor told me that's the problem. And, I have chronic bronchitis, so my lungs are just like, no. It's a lot easier for me to smoke a cigarette and not cough to death. I think that's the other reason why I don't smoke weed either, because I can't do the coughing. It hurts me, like physically hurts me. Hi, Mac. Hi, Jody. Yeah, I have asthma too. Wow. Well, they're saying that vapes does more damage to your lungs um, than smoking. In the United States now, if you're on the government insurance, which I'm on Medicaid, um, their new rule is if you're a smoker, you can't have surgery unless you quit smoking and there's no nicotine in your body. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird, Judy. All my other surgeries, I never had to quit smoking because they were all emergency. But I have a fistula in my intestine, which it's a hole. So I have a hole in my intestines and a hole in my bladder. So I'm constantly having, and they're kind of attached to each other. I'm constantly having urinary tract infections because of it. And when my daughter was 8 months old, she's 12 now. I had a bad kidney infection and I went septic. So I'm always freaking out about having an infection. So now you know. But that's a quick and easy surgery that, they separate them, they stitch it up, and you're done. And they go through your belly button and they can do it laparoscopic, so it's not a big surgery. I hopefully am done. I haven't had to have surgery in 2 years now. And before that, I had a surgery in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. So yeah, and kidney infections. Yeah, I can go I have Kidney disease. I'm stage 4B kidney disease. So the next step is if they get any worse, then I will be on dialysis for the rest of my life unless I can get a transplant. But I'm staying right now where I'm at, so that's pretty good. Except for when your kidneys can't filter your body like it's supposed to. Like right now, my I call it creatine, but that's not what it is. It's called crit something. I don't know how to say it. When that goes up, it means that my body's filtering. Nice, Judy. I mean, not the kidney stones. Kidney stones are horrible. But I'm staying in the 30 range as far as my what my kidneys function, um, which is good because I did have dialysis not too long ago. But it's bad at the same time because it's not filtering like it should, and that's why I sleep a lot. So since I've been on, like I've been wanting to go live, but I sleep a lot. So when I think about it, I just get really tired. But I'm doing better right now. Yeah, kidney stones, they say for men, it would be for women too because it goes down in our urethra and it goes down their urethra. So yeah. Because the dogs are loud. Sorry, guys. My dogs got really loud. You reading up on it, Mac? Yeah, go take a bath. Because that will help your rib.
Does it go back in place?
It could if you relax the muscles around it. Go take a bath. You're in the bath. I showed you how to stretch and see if it goes back in.
Do you do this?
Do that. Okay. Maybe. My bun was high too. BUN. My whatever that word is, creatine. I call it creatine, but it's creatine, whatever. 9. Creatine 9, whatever. It was at when I went in the hospital at the beginning of November, it was at 2.98. When I left the hospital, it was 1.92, and now it's sitting at 1.8. 1.8, which is not great, but it's not that bad either. At least I'm under 2. And then, what else is high on me? There's something else high on me. I can't remember it. I'd have to look at my... Oh, I have another phone. Yeah. I'm a sick little chicken, but that's okay. I've been sick my whole life, so I've gotten used to it. I was born with holes in my knees, and my ureters were too short. So my ureters are honestly man-made. When I was 3 years old, they took skin from my hip to make my ureters longer, and then they sewed up my kidney. So one of my kidneys, instead of being like round like that, it's like this. It's flattened. Let me go to my test results and I'll tell you. I just had tests done last week with my doctor. Okay, so my whatever that word is, creatine to urine ratio is 91.0. My micro ALB creatine ratio is 2,183. And you are supposed to be, it's supposed to be 300 and under. So normal is 0 to 29, moderate is 30 to 300, and severe is increases 300 and above. And mine's at 2,183. And then my comprehensive metabolical panel is my creatine for that is 1.68. My EGFR is low, which that's weird. My bun creatine ratio is normal. My kidney doctor told me to stop eating salt, so now my sodium is 2 points below where. Yeah, I didn't, Judy, but it's okay. If my mom and dad had a big decision to make. That's three. So either they could do the surgery, right? Um, and have a possibility of losing me on the table, or they could not do the surgery and my life expectancy would be I'd be gone around 12. So every time I have a birthday, yeah. Every time I have a birthday, I celebrate my birthday because it's an extra year that I've lived. Yeah. So, and I'm not telling you guys this for pity. I think everybody should really keep a good eye on your health. It's sad that that in America, our president has decided that he knows better. Bye, Kathy. Love you. Um, thinks that they know better about, insurance. They don't want to extend the Affordability Act for insurance that Obama did, but yet they have no plan for it. And he's stripping Medicaid of a lot of things that I need. And if I don't have Medicaid because I'm diabetic also, I won't be alive very long. And I just don't think, that the Kennedy guy, I can't think of his name right now. He says he's a doctor or whatever, but he's not looking at the long-term things. And honestly, I mean, sorry to say, but our president doesn't really care if we live or die. He showed that during the shutdown and food stamps. It's a pretty evil day and age in America. Yeah, he is. And so's Dr. Oz. Now they're saying that children shouldn't have vaccinations. Like when I was pregnant with Jade, I got my whooping cough vaccination, my pneumonia vaccination, and I had another vaccination that I specifically had just for the antibodies so my daughter would have them. Now they're saying not to do that because they can't give the whooping cough vaccination to children. So the best bet is to give it to the mom when the mom is growing the baby. Jade's never had whooping cough. It is scary, Mac. It's very scary. Well, and he is now threatening to take away food stamps again. But anyways, I'm on Social Security. I can't go work. Keiichi. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care about fixing Social Security. He doesn't care about fixing Medicaid. He doesn't want to have a federal funded freaking put our taxes in for us having health care. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to put taxes in for the rich people. It's just, I'm hoping that the impeachment trial actually goes through. And I'm not saying that JD Vance is any better, but I don't think, I think JD Vance is not very smart. So if we could get some good people, I don't care about parties, but get people into the government in both of the houses. Yeah, if we can get more neutralized people that actually are for the people in the two houses, whatever party they're in, then, with JD Vance at the helm, we might be able to turn America back around. But we need smart people in the house, in the two houses, not these jumbled up. I'm going to say what I want to say, people that they have in the White House now. I mean, in the government now. I mean, look at, for one thing, Trump doesn't care about how the Constitution's supposed to be ran and what you're supposed to do. I can't find my lighter. Oh, there it is. We have the Constitution as a guideline so things don't go all crazy, right? But the Trump regime is not even looking at that. He just says this is what we're going to do, and they do it like Venezuela and the fishing boats. He said there's fentanyl on it, and supposedly they were coming to America, but yet they're going the opposite direction of America. Yeah, it's bad. Hi, Griselda. So yeah, I mean, everything's messed up. That's the other thing I've been doing is I haven't been going live because I'm constantly watching everything of independent journalism. The people I watch that are independent journalism, like Mercado Media, Midas Touch Media, Status Quo Media. I watch all these certain, independent media people because you can't trust the news because most of them are in cahoots with Trump. And if they're not, if they say something that Trump doesn't like, he tries to eliminate them. Plus, he likes to call journalists stupid and the R word and a lot of those stuff. Kirby just went live. So yeah, I mean it's a shit show. The whole thing is a big old shit show. And the only people that are actually reporting on it is independent journalists. And, Trump is going against Midas Touch right now. Yes, well, no, any woman, it doesn't matter if they're a journalist or not, he's going to be attacking toward them. I mean, he's a narcissist and a male chauvinist pig. Rue, shush. Just like bald head beaver guy. He's MAGA. The crazy stuff is a lot of the MAGA people, and a lot of people that voted for Trump, they've had a wake-up call because now they're starting to realize what he actually is doing. And, they do tell you history repeats itself. So we're right back in like 1931. And they keep bailing out the stock market, which is good because we don't need to have another crash like 1929. But we're headed that way too. Yeah, hippie. Well, I mean, he's MAGA, so that goes hand in hand. And, Trump's big person that he loves the most is, the major player in World War II. Thanks, Grizz. I just talk. I don't really care if people agree with me or not. It's just the stuff that I... Did you just step in my coffee? You just stepped in my coffee. Dumb cat. Anyways, you can kind of tell. Not Snora. Nora is not MAGA. She's I would say more of a liberal than anything, but yeah. And I don't know about Dylan, and I don't know about all the other people. If they were, I think a lot of them are waking up. But I don't think Baldhead Beaver Guy would ever wake up because he thinks that, his poo doesn't stink and he knows everything they need to know about it. Grizz, the only way that we could go in another Great Depression is if the stock market fails. But they kind of... They have a fail safe for us not to go into a Great Depression, but we are definitely in a recession. Where Trump's and his regime is saying that inflation is great and it's going down when it's the opposite. I mean, coffee, you buy a normal tub of coffee now that used to be $16 and it's $32. And then now meat prices, to get a steak, you get a reasonable steak for, $3 to $6. But now it's like $20 to $40. So, I mean, that's not great. I mean, and I'm on food stamps. I don't care if I say I'm on food stamps. I'm on food stamps because I'm on Social Security. I only make a certain amount a month. And I got to pay all my bills with it. And there's nothing left over afterwards. And food stamps are $6 a day for people. I don't know very many people that can live on $6 a day, especially with inflation. My food stamps do not go as far as they need to. Yeah, $6 a day, and the prices are outrageous. We're not. It's not. Inflation isn't going down like Trump. And Trump won't even... They're not even releasing how many jobs are missing and how the inflation is. He's keeping it a big secret, and then he keeps saying that he's taken inflation down by 1,000%. I love his numbers. It's so great. He just throws numbers out there. He doesn't even care. And he's not mentally there anymore. He's had a stroke. There's other things that are going on in his... he has that vascular disease that makes him have cankles. And it's really hard to walk with. He has all these other medical problems, and instead of actually addressing them and getting them taken care of, he just goes to doctors and then he lies about going to the doctor. Like, he couldn't even tell you where his MRI was on, and then they put out a false document and it was his stomach. Okay, for one thing, they would not do an MRI on your stomach. They would do an ultrasound on your stomach because of all the different stuff is in there. Most of the time, MRIs are done for like when x-rays are not showing everything, then they will do a CT scan, and if they can't see anything in the CT scan, then they'll go to an MRI, because each, like, x-rays show you so much, CT scans pinpoint it a little bit better, and then MRIs are so they can find the smallest little hole or like a smallest little thing in your brain that's dead from a stroke, or like or orthopedic doctors will send someone to an MRI if they're still having problems with like their shoulder or something and they can't see it on the CT scan. So, I mean, he's not even doing normal what they do, the red tape of medical stuff. Most likely, if he was having cognitive testing, the MRI was on his brain, not his stomach. Just saying. Sorry, I went on a tangent about freaking Trump there. But anyways, we don't have to talk about politics. Religion, politics. There's another one. I can't remember the other one. Money should never be talked to with friends. I mean, most of the time when you see a war, he falls asleep all the time. Like, there's so many times he falls asleep. It's crazy. Judy, you should look up Midas Touch. They're freaking awesome. And Mercado, Mericado, I think. No, and I don't think TikTok, does TikTok keep your lives after you've been live? Because I can't find it and I wanted to watch it. I'll have to go look again. I had Liz and Nora and everybody on my TikTok forever. Yeah, they're Status Quo and Midas Touch and Mercado Media, which is Andrew. They get in the nitty gritty and they show you things that normal news people don't show you. Oh yeah, she can repost it. See, I came over to YouTube and I don't do anything really with my TikTok very often. I got 5,000 followers over there. I got 338 over here. I like Mercado, like right now, Andrew Mercado Media, he lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and ICE is really, really big right now there, so he is following the ICE people going live. Yeah, I need to see if she reposted it so I can watch it. Well, Beaverhead and Jenna took down their lives because they're trying to stay neutral and keep it private. Well, y'all already made it not private. And we know people recorded those messages that both of them did. So, just because you deleted it doesn't mean they're not still out there. Oh, I like Luke. There's another guy that I watch. The other person I really like watching, and she's from Oregon, and she is like amazing when it comes to, like Mercado Media is live right now. Her name is Park Rose Permaculture, Judy, and she's from Oregon, and her views on stuff are so amazing. And she explains how the government works, why they're doing this, what they're doing. Her last post, well, this was 2 days ago, but she does posts every single day. I could write her name in the chat if you need me to. But it's Park Rose Permaculture. She's amazing. Who else do I watch? Legal AF. Legal AF is the other one that I watch. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. I watch her a lot because she's she does a lot of stuff about like Portland's ICE protest and why the Trump regime is doing what they're doing, and that's what she calls them. And you know, she gives a roundabout. I really like because I don't understand stuff a lot of times, but she'll explain it and break it down, and it's awesome. Yeah. So, Park Rose permaculture. And when she's not doing politics, she's gardening and telling you all the different ways of gardening. So I like her both ways. Hi, Psycho Grannies. You're probably on the other side. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for letting me talk about all that stuff. That kind of gets it off my. I don't have anybody really to talk to about what's going on in the United States and in the world. I mean, the world, a lot of places in the world aren't great either. I mean, and now I don't even understand why Trump shot down Venezuela's fishing boats instead of going after like another state or country or whatever in South America that is known for their drug reproduction. It just doesn't make sense to me. No, I don't, Judy. That's why I said they're probably from the other side. Let's just see what they do. They said hi. I'm a granny. I've got 4 grandchildren from my adopted kids that are all adults. She's from KK's chat. I figured as much. I don't know why she would say hi, just to let me know she's here. Whatever. Go report back to KK. I don't have my teeth in. But my hair's done. And I'm wearing a shirt that is not a nightgown. Thanks, Matt. Protective. Protect. Everybody's protected. What was the message? Oh, I can see it. I can view deleted message. Say bye-bye to KK. Yeah. If you guys see people that you know and you can recognize from any of the chats that we don't talk about, right? You go ahead. Just, you know, if you see people being mean to me or mean to anybody in the chat, you guys have the power to say goodbye to them. So, just an FYI. I need to eventually, I need to get my Discord going pretty good. That way we can go into Discord and have mod meetings. Oh, probably coming to go back and let KK know what I'm doing, or to let him know that I'm live so he can do a play-by-play on how gross I am, which I don't care. Those people don't faze me. A lot of them that sit there and talk bad about people's looks or people's way people do things, right? They're grosser and do worse things than I had ever thought of doing. And I'll start going live more so we can get more people in here that are good people. And I need to put myself on a schedule. He does do that. When I've gotten off one of my lives, I've gone into his live and I'll listen. Wow. Out. But as I watch him do it, and I'll privatize it, and then he'll get mad. Privatized it. Okay. Affect me or bug me. They need to learn how to grow up, honestly. And living with that amount of hatred all the time makes you sick. It physically can make you sick. So, I mean, if they want to get sick, that's their problem, not mine. Anyways, I will see you guys later.